Navigating the modern dating scene often leads to a specific frustration, encountering a man who tunes out every signal, projecting indifference to romantic attention. Human nature seeks to fill a vacuum. When someone opts out of the standard social dance of flirting and validation, we instinctively search for a category to explain why they aren't playing the game. Those categories are rarely positive. Labels like arrogant, emotionally unavailable, or toxically withdrawn are frequently applied to bridge the gap in understanding. That perceived rejection triggers a wired reflex. Instead of walking away, many double down, attempting to grab his attention and prove their worth. Applying standard social assumptions to this specific mindset creates a paradox. Our instincts react to a non-existent threat, causing a complete misreading of the behavioral data. Standard dating mechanics, like playing hard to get or mounting an active pursuit, fail when applied to this archetype. This feedback loop model tracks the dynamic. Every ounce of external pressure applied to force a connection increases the distance he puts between you. Society looks at this behavior and diagnoses apathy, but the diagnosis relies on the false assumption that his lack of engagement is a commentary on the person pursuing him. The surface-level appearance of romantic rejection is the byproduct of a completely different psychological operating system. To understand his operation, we look at his internal baseline. That perceived indifference is built on a layer of psychological security. These two scales of self-worth function differently. Many measure value on an unstable scale, requiring new inputs of romantic attention to remain balanced. But these men operate on a closed-loop system. Needing no external metrics to feel secure, standard attention-seeking behaviors simply fail to register. Only genuine connection penetrates that loop. They respond to alignment with their internal values rather than performative chasing. In this context, indifference is the natural resting state of someone who has decoupled their existence from the approval of others. This distinction highlights the psychological boundary between arrogance and confidence. Arrogance is a performative act. It requires an audience. An arrogant person needs others to stand in his shadow so he can feel powerful. True confidence remains self-contained. It operates independently of social feedback or applause. A man in this state is not withholding his attention as a tactic. His bandwidth is already pre-allocated toward personal growth and specific goals. Attempting to interrupt a purpose-driven path with superficial dating games is a structural mismatch. The two states are fundamentally incompatible. Does this intense level of internal focus result in permanent isolation? Extreme personal prioritization is a temporary prerequisite. It is a focus stage lasting until specific milestones are met. Once primary goals are achieved, his behavior shifts. He crosses that line, and energy once focused inward becomes available for a high-investment partnership. This transition occurs because he applies the same mission-oriented focus to his partner that he once applied to his growth. Because his self-worth is already secure, he can provide support without needing the relationship to validate his ego. The reward for this delayed timeline is stability. He invests in the relationship with the same intensity he used to build his own foundation. Quick romantic validation is fragile. A relationship established by someone who first took the time to build himself is structurally sound. This forces a look at our own timelines. Cultural pressure often creates a rush to find a partner, even when the individual foundation is still shifting. Frustration with purpose-driven men may be a mirror, reflecting our own insecurities about where we are on our individual paths. Instead of expending energy on chasing external validation, is the optimal strategy to focus on your own path and goals first?